Part 2. Young Adults' Quest for the Meaning of Life. Many of the following statements come from Mark A. Copeland's Sermons on Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, Solomon's observations, teachings, and conclusions. Life from an earthly perspective is futile. All is vanity. Ecclesiastes 1:2. Life is meaningless under the sun, like grasping the wind. Ecclesiastes 1:14. Nothing seems to satisfy. Ecclesiastes 1:8. There is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1:9. Human wisdom is futile. Ecclesiastes 1:17. Human wisdom and knowledge provides much grief and sorrow. Ecclesiastes 1:18. The wiser you are and the more you know brings greater awareness, grief, and sorrow. We become burdened as we learn many things in life. More worry over what we cannot control creeps in. Fun, pleasure, wine, folly, wealth, accomplishments, all vanity. Ecclesiastes 2:1-2 and 2:11. Solomon despaired over all his labor. Ecclesiastes 2:20-23. What do we have in the end for all our efforts? Nothing. Vanity. A man should enjoy the good in his labor. Ecclesiastes 2:24, 3:12-13, 22, 5:18-19, 8:15, and 9:7, and then chapter 9. It is a gift from God to enjoy our labor. Ecclesiastes 2:24. None of us can really enjoy life without God. Ecclesiastes 2:25. God gives wisdom, knowledge, and joy to those good in his sight. Ecclesiastes 2:26. God has a divine purpose for all things. All things serve God. Ecclesiastes 3:1-8. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under the sun. God puts that search for meaning and understanding God in our hearts. Ecclesiastes 3:9-11. Injustices, oppression, wickedness, prospering, all work is vanity. Ecclesiastes 3:16 and 4:13. We should walk prudently with careful thought to what we do. Ecclesiastes 5:1. Don't be shocked by the oppression of the poor and distortion of justice. Ecclesiastes 5:8. The day of judgment will come. We can never be satisfied with riches. We will always want more. Ecclesiastes 5:10-17. Everyone will eventually lose all their riches. Enjoy your wealth. Ecclesiastes 6:1-2. Wealth cannot satisfy your soul. Ecclesiastes 6:7-9. The answer to life can never be found in striving for riches. Ecclesiastes 6:12. Honor is better than luxury. Ecclesiastes 7:1. Our day of death is better than our birthday. Ecclesiastes 7:1. Sorrow is better than laughter. Funerals help us make positive changes. The end is better than the beginning. Ecclesiastes 7:8. Patience is better than pride. Ecclesiastes 7:8-9. The present is better than the past. Ecclesiastes 7:10. Wisdom is better than wealth. Ecclesiastes 7:11-12. Acceptance is better than resentment. Ecclesiastes 7:13-14. There are things we cannot change. Ecclesiastes 7:13. Do things with self-control. Ecclesiastes 7:15-22. Watch out for extremes. They can cause problems. Don't hold back from true righteousness and wisdom. We should still fear God. Ecclesiastes 7:18. No one is perfect. Ecclesiastes 7:20. Do not believe everything people say. Ecclesiastes 7:21. Fear of God is the key to true knowledge and wisdom, or true knowledge and pleasing God. Ecclesiastes 8:12. Wisdom is better than strength. Ecclesiastes 9:13-18. Wisdom alone is not the answer. It cannot answer all questions. Ecclesiastes verses 23 through 29. There are things too deep to know. It is hard to find good people. Ecclesiastes 7:27. Solomon gives some wisdom for enduring life's vanities. Ecclesiastes 8 verses 1 through 9 and then 9:18. Submit to authorities for God's sake. Obey the king and respect his power. Ecclesiastes 8 verses 2 and 3. You should not be harmed if you respect his power. Ecclesiastes 8 verses 4 and 5. Rebellion will not alleviate your misery. Ecclesiastes 8 verses 5 through 9. Judgment will eventually come to evil rulers. Ecclesiastes 8:11. It is still better to fear God. Ecclesiastes 8 verses 12 and 13. We should enjoy life and the fruits of our labor. Ecclesiastes 8:15. Death will come to us all, the righteous and the wicked. Ecclesiastes 9 verses 1 through 3. Enjoy life. You will die someday. Enjoy your wife and hard work. Ecclesiastes 9 verses 7 through 10. Expect the unexpected. Time and chance happens to us all. Ecclesiastes 9:11. We are less likely to be overwhelmed when we expect the unexpected. You will not always be rich, fed, and favored if you are skillful, wise, and understanding. Wisdom is better than strength and weapons of war. Ecclesiastes 9 verses 16 through 18. Despite the certainty of death, we can live joyful lives. Folly is harmful and tarnishes the finest reputations. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 1. Fools don't know how to restrain themselves. Folly and wisdom affect a nation. Ecclesiastes 10 verses 16 through 19. There is value in giving. Ecclesiastes 11 verses 1 and 2. Giving encourages kindness and hospitality. It also provides blessings for the future and when the days of evil come. Lessons from Solomon's experience, especially to the young. Ecclesiastes 11:9 through 12:7. Don't waste years running after things that don't satisfy. Rejoice in your youth. Ecclesiastes 11:9. God wants you to have a good time. Be joyful. Do things that are pleasing, but don't lose sight of the judgment. For you will give an account to God. Remove sorrow and evil from your heart. It deprives you from joy. Remove useful recklessness. This produces much sorrow. Remember God in your youth. You can avoid many things that bring sorrow. Prepare for the dark days ahead by serving God in your youth. Ecclesiastes 11:8. Times of affliction and sadness are ahead when you grow old. Ecclesiastes 12 verses 1 and 2. And the great conclusion, fear God and keep his commandments. Ecclesiastes 12 verses 13 and 14.